Climate Now, in collaboration with Copernicus.
Hello and welcome to Climate Now, our unique monthly update on what's really happening to our planet. Coming up in our report, we're here in Brittany in western France, where communities are preparing for rising sea levels.
We will have to protect ourselves from this increase in coastal flooding that is going to happen in any case by the end of the century.
Let's start with the latest data from the Copernicus Climate Change Service, which shows that globally, we just experienced the 5th warmest May on record, with temperatures 0.3 degrees Celsius above the 1991 to 2020 average. Now, here in Europe, it was an exceptional month across much of the continent. And you can see that on this map. France had its warmest May on record, with average temperatures 3 degrees above normal. And there were heat waves across Spain and Portugal too. Then you can see the deep blue in Far Eastern Europe and Western Asia, where winds from the northwest kept temperatures well below average. Now, if we zoom out to look at the planet as a whole, you can see the global context for temperature anomalies last month, showing how it was warmer than average in a huge band across Central Asia and Siberia. And then look at the large area of blue over the Eastern Pacific, where the La Niña phenomenon continues. Now, that mass of cooler water is connected to some of the extreme climate events that we have seen in recent months, including the heavy rain in Australia and the drought in the western United States. Now to our report. Last month, the French government published this map of 126 seaside towns and villages which will have to update their urban planning laws because of coastal erosion. It's a problem that's aggravated by accelerating sea level rise as a result of climate change. So what does it mean for the communities on the front line? I met the mayor of Plougonvelin in Brittany to find out more. Here in Plougonvelin, they're learning that when it comes to climate change, you need to plan ahead. To do so, Mayor Breton actually asked to be on the French government list to redraw his urban planning map.
By taking this decision, we want to avoid people and property being hit by erosion of the cliff face and big impacts to their homes 30 to 40 to 50 years down the line. It's all about preempting these issues so that people can prepare themselves.
In the next 6 months, experts will decide which zones of the village are at risk, and the government will help finance adaptation measures. The mayor is already testing out some natural defences.
So we put up these barriers, these picket fences with dune plants like marram grass to stop the sand being lost.
So you're going to rebuild a dune?
Absolutely, we're trying to recreate some dunes.
Average global sea level has risen by 9 centimetres since 1993, and it's now rising by over 4 millimetres per year. There's an urgent need for action on 2 fronts, according to IPCC contributor Goneri Lecozane.
The first is to limit global warming to stabilise sea level rise at about 4 millimetres per year. And the second is to adapt either by protecting, relocating or avoiding building in low-lying areas to actually limit the impacts of sea level rise.
By the end of the century, every French coastal community should be prepared for damaging storm surges amplified by sea level rise, according to researcher Élisée Chéniaud.
Rare events, like coastal flooding, that today might happen once every 100 years, will in the future happen once every year.
In Plougonvelin, the cliff face is losing several centimetres per year. The urban planning map will need a thorough overhaul, but the mayor is not too concerned.
We have to watch out, of course, and be careful, but it's not all doom and gloom.
Well, that's all we have time for, but you can read more about sea level rise and erosion and see all the data presented in this programme on Euronews.com/Climate Now. I'll see you next time.
Climate Now, in collaboration with Copernicus.